Hey folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. I'm gonna have fun with this one. This song was requested by a personal friend of mine who had no clue what reaction videos were, right? I've had the channel for 6 years. He had no clue. I was at an event, well, about a week ago by the time you see this. I said, give me something. I'll do a request to a song, and he likes independent country, right? Up here in Jersey. And yes, there are a bunch of us, and he's not a Nashville country guy, not a pop country guy at all. So I'm like, give me some requests. And he's like, well, Tyler Childers, White House Road. I'm like, I already did that one. And he's giving me this list of artists. I'm like, I already did that one. So I finally came up with one, Wylie Hubbard's Snake Farm. So this is a shout out to Fireplace Dan. That's what I'm calling him. I'm wearing an FDNY hat for reasons he will understand. Seems like every time we have an event there, we set things on fire completely by accident, too. It's unbelievable. Grown men doing this. All right. Snake Farm. I don't know it. It's a reaction. Classic Wylie.
Well, a woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down at the Snake Farm, Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ooh.
I would not want to work on a snake farm.
Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm, Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ooh.
Yeah, those are my feelings too.
Ramona, how come she works there? She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter. Now and then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
I don't know about you all, but snakes to me are so nasty. They just, goodness. And then his reaction, the same as mine. But what inspires a song like this?
Her malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the records at the Snake Farm, Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. Pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ooh.
Neil Young feel.
Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. She runs everybody off and we, you know, at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Snake Farm. It just sounds nasty, Snake Farm. It pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I'm surprised. I don't know what that ending symbolized other than the end of the song, but I'm surprised you guys haven't requested that one for Halloween. That would have been a good Halloween one because that song was just weirded me out, man. Just the topic itself. But Ray Wylie pulled it off only the way Ray Wylie does pull songs off. That repetition, and yet it seems warranted. My least favorite part of museums when I go to them, if they have an exhibit, like reptile, are the snakes. They're just weird. They're just, ugh. And I know they'll take care of rodents and whatnot, but so do cats. So, in any case, Fireplace Dano, my buddy. What am I going to rate this song? That's definitely not pop country. I don't even know. What would you call that? I mean, that was borderline folk, Americana, rock. I don't know. Ray Wylie has his own category. He's like the Grateful Dead, you know, the own category. You really just can't say that they're rock or jazz or country or whatever. They're all of it and then some and then not some. That's Ray Wylie. The number that popped into my head right away was an 8.8. Ray Wylie, yeah, I don't know what to say, Dan. Fireplace Dan, Fire Pit Dan, Fireworks Dan, all of the above and then some. Maybe that's why you picked this song, because that's Ray Wylie Hubbard. All right, guys, have a great day. Leave your comments for my buddy if you want. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.